Good afternoon, good afternoon, and everybody on the West Coast. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. And everybody else in between this great big beautiful country of ours. How the hell you doing? What do you know? What do you say? What's up? What's happening? Holy shit. Spit, choke, and puke Monday. Oh, man. La. Checking my voice. La. Hey. All right. Down to business. Hey, how you guys doing today? Tell you a little story. I have these lung problems. I got to take medicine, right? Well, I take Spiriva. I used to take Stiolto, but man, that gave me tack attacks and everything else, and it was just like a nightmare. So I switched to Spiriva. The doctor says, well, I don't know, you better not do that, Could be dangerous, you're used to that Stiolto and stuff. So I switched to Spiriva. I've been taking it for... It made it better, okay? It made it better. Because I took Spiriva a long time ago, but it was the disc thing, so with the little capsules and all that other stupid shit. And I took that with Symbicort. And I had to get off of that because Symbicort were long story short. So I've been taking the Spiriva for 6 months. And I'm not getting like my oxygen is like really touchy adjustable and everything. And I get short of breath. And I'm like, so for 6 months. Okay. So I'm finishing up a Spiriva Respimat, and it's like freaking, I believe it's freaking empty because it was at the very end, and I started breathing like really good, the other few days ago. So I'm like, what should I do? So I started the new one, and I took. I figured, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try just one puff instead of 2 puffs like you're supposed to take. So I took 1 puff yesterday, and lo and behold, I had a little bit of shortness of breath. My chest was a little bit tight, but like I could, it was like, wow, I can breathe, so. And then I was starting to get paranoid, so I did it again today. And I walked today. And I was like amazed because usually when I'm getting like, a few minutes in, I'm like, and I'm looking at the timer, and so I got more, 5 minutes. I walk 5.5 minutes, okay. I don't kill myself. Don't need to. Because if I did that, if I walked like 20 minutes, half an hour, by the time I got off of there, I'd be like, forget it. I'd be dead. So I don't even think I could make it that long anyway. But anyway, you look down and shit, it was almost 5 minutes already gone. I'm like, wow. Usually like 3.5 minutes, I'm like, gasping for breath. But terrific. So I got a rescue inhaler if anything happens. But here's the thing. I looked up the half-life of Spiriva, and it's like, 44 hours or something like that? I don't know. It's 4 days, or something like that. 4 to 8 days or something. It's all the way out of your system or something like that. It's just like ridiculously long time to be having this shit in your system. So this morning I'm getting all worried. I'm like, I might be slowly killing myself. So then I look, I say, okay, well, if I got to take another puff, and I got it in my pocket, how long is it going to take to work? And then they said, well, it's going to work relatively fast, but it's going to take 4 to 8 weeks before you get the full effect. Well, I don't want the full effect. The full effect was like, I can't breathe. I don't know if you can notice that. Listen, I'm not breathing hard. I'm not winded. It's a miracle. So anyway, I'm looking for shit. Okay, let's just skip on that. It's freaking Monday. Wasted enough time. Hey, radio people, how the hell you doing, man? Wow. Jeez, I'm really. Hey, thanks for tuning in, man. Thanks for tuning in. Oh boy. Okay, it's not a kids show. So I do Twitter news and regular news, and it's not a kids show. And if you got Rugrats and Crumb Runches running around, it's time for them to take a nap, or PlayStation, Xbox, or iPad with headphones, or maybe you ought to put some headphones on so they can't hear me. If they're old enough, kick their ass outside if it's nice, or they should be in school, unless they're homeschooled or they're doing remote learning today. Then they should be in another room. They don't need to be hearing my shit. Or the people shit. Some of the people shit here is pretty freaking bad. Pretty freaking bad. I'm just saying. Whatever, Heather, one of my favorite ladies. She says, happy fucking Friday, y'all. That was 20 minutes ago. I said, again, holy shit, this week went fucking fast. She replied, laugh. Oh, yeah, sure. It's Monday. It's a Monday. Yep. I had sad news. My next door neighbor died of COVID this morning. That was Saturday morning. His wife that lived with and slept with him, fully vaxxed, never got it. He didn't believe in it. No shots. Now he's dead and she's a widow. Get the fecking shot. And then a guy replied, I went to my next door neighbor's funeral yesterday. She was unvaccinated. The husband was due to job requirements. Both thought they had a cold. 4 days after they got sick, she was admitted to the hospital. He fully recovered 3 days later, and she died. Get vaccinated. Get vaccinated, folks. I know people think, oh, I don't know what it is. You know, I like you and I listen to you, but there you go. J-Force, Queen of the G-Force. J-Force, Queen of the G-Force. Jill. I have $1 million idea. Smoke detector that shuts off when you yell, I'm just cooking. Yes. Excellent idea. The Patience of Job says we need one too. J4 says, right. You're damn right. Here you go. The Patience of Job says, ours goes off half the time I cook. I have a stick so I can knock the one in the hallway off the wall. Jesus. Yeah, my mother had one too. She had, right? Oh, so aggravating too. She had one right over the kitchen doorway. Damn, if, every holiday cooking, regular meals, it wasn't so bad. But man, every holiday they had to take the batteries out. Climb up on the ladder, take the batteries out, put the new batteries in. All that crazy shit. So, she has a really good idea. Why not? Hey, you got, what is it called? Alexa. Oh, if anybody's got it on. Alexa, Mon Valley Radio. And you know what it says? It's Moon Valley Radio. It don't know how to say Mon. Moon Valley Radio. Okay, yeah, right. Well, whatever, close enough. So aggravating. Oh, boy. They're doing lists again. on there. My followers are jumping up through lists. I don't. Here's the only thing I don't care about them. I have my own like small 1,000 something group, right? And it like they all stay on there. They're pretty. And now I'm getting more and more people following me. And I don't hate, I get annoyed when you follow somebody and they don't follow back, so you just leave it go for a while. And then after about 3 or 4 months, you ask them for a follow back and say, hey, you know what? I've been following you for 3 or 4 months now, and you've seen me comment and stuff like that. How about a follow back? And they don't follow you back. So what do? I unfollow them. And there's other ones that like I follow, or they follow me first, and I vet them out. And like, okay, yeah, they're not crazy, they're not strange, they're, they kind of think like me. But the problem is, they never comment. They never comment. They constantly retweet something else somebody said. And it makes me feel like, what's wrong? You don't have a mind of your own? Say something. Say anything. I don't want my page filled up with your retweets. I mean, some of them are good, but that's not the point. The point is for you to talk. For you to say how you feel, if you're having a good day, if you're having a bad day, how you doing? Julius Kim, well, he's verified. He is a defense attorney, former prosecutor, legal analyst for TV and print media, proud son of immigrants, paper calendar user, dog lover. I may eat too many donuts. He's got 71,000 followers. He says, holy ball sacks, I'm tired. That's the tweet. That's the tweet. Oh, my. Oh, my God. Sunday girl. Asked my date last night if he was a boob man or an ass man. And without missing a beat, he says it all depends if you're coming or going. Jesus, what's going on with this? Oh, Smite says, when's the wedding? John Paul says, possible keeper. Oh, yeah, I love men with a sense of humor, especially if it's at my expense. Sunday girl. Perfect score for calm under pressure. That's Con Jordan, fake U.S. senator from Texas. Yeah, Con Jordan. Okay, Con Jordan. That's a good one. That's a good one. Where am I? What's going on? Okay. I'm back. Literally goggles Pisano returns. It's Mark. Did you tell him that if you're not coming, he'll be going? Oh, man, that's excellent. What'd she do? Cheryl Ann says, nice. Who else replied? Logo says, cheap knockoff replying. Yep. Yeah, Johnny Carson's kicking it. Remember that? Johnny Carson with the pretend invisible golf club? Beating it out? Yeah, right. Oh, my God. Oh, wow. What a great answer. Definitely worth a second date. And she says it was our third. Damn. That's pretty cool. So I guess, yeah, sure. Okay, Rex Jane, here we go. How come Joe Manchin can cross party lines to endorse Lisa Murkowski but can't do anything to pass any infrastructure or voting rights legislation? You know, because he's an idiot. He's propped up by big money, and he's an asshole. Did I say asshole? Yes, I did. You know what? I'm gonna keep tweeting this to Manchin about how he called his people because he didn't extend the benefits to help families during this pandemic. He called them drug addicts and hunters hunters. Like they're beer swilling deer hunters, and they just won't. They're incentivized to not go back to work. What kind of bullshit is that? That is so freaking bullshit. It's people incentivized. I don't know about you, but our state, if you refuse an employment, you get kicked off. You don't collect unemployment if you get kicked off. Oh, no, you never thought about it. And you don't get that extra federal money either. Now that's all over with. You might as well forget it. Everybody, but they want these people to jump through hoops and if people want you to go back to work without child care, provide the child care. Provide a room where they can nurse their babies. Provide a room or an area where they can at least have their kids with them. You want them to work and you don't want them to work from home, that's your fault. This is the big killer about, and I for years I was like, pretty good guy. I mean, and I never fully understood what physically challenged or disabled had to deal with until I became physically challenged, okay? And it's freaking really aggravating. It is. You know what? You have no idea what a pain in the ass that is. Yeah, and my point is, there are so many employers, even mine. That's how I lost my job. They used to let me work from home way back when, before even pandemic. This is like 12 years ago, okay? Sure, work from home, it's because when they got backed up and needed extra help, sure, work from home. Help get us caught up. And then I got sick and I said, hey, let me work from home. They're like, no fucking way. Why not? Because if you work from home, everybody else is going to work from home. I mean, they're going to want to, they're going to want to work from home. Genius. You're a freaking genius. And the bad thing, how terrible COVID was and stuff like that, I had to laugh because everybody started working from home and no employer made a peep about having to work. Oh yeah, we'll let you work from home. And then they find out it's a benefit to them. My daughter, she worked from home. And she had to go to the corporate office every so often, and everything else like that. And then COVID came. And everybody had to work from home. Okay? So, COVID, kind of like more and more people getting vaccinated and stuff like that, and they were like pushing people to get back to work. This corporation says, we don't need this building anymore. We're going to close this office. We don't need this building anymore. Everybody that's in this office can work from home. You know how much money they saved on utilities by getting in taxes and, property taxes and this and that and all the other expenses that go, maintenance, everything else that goes with that frickin' building. They saved a fortune. They saved a fortune. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. It all depends. It is what it is. Oh, yeah. This and this. This is crazy. The National Archives had to go retrieve the Trump White House records from Mar-a-Lago. What the hell are they doing there? I wonder how many of them got shredded before they even got there. Here's one of them that's left. That's it. There's a cartoon on the back. That's what they gave the National Archives. I mean, that's what I bet they gave the National Archives. Could you imagine that? These lawyers, they're not freaking stupid. They're not stupid. They're like, as soon as they got wind of this, they're like, I wonder how many paper shredders they burned up. This is beyond belief. This is insane. Insanity. And Michael Beschloss. National Archives had to retrieve Trump White House records from Mar-a-Lago. Reports the Washington Post. What new shit there, buddy? I don't know. And it keeps going on. Trump improperly removed multiple boxes from the White House that were retrieved by the National Archives and Records Administration last month. You're getting the story now that happened last month. Oh, I didn't know this. Oh, my. From his Mar-a-Lago residence because they contain documents and other items that should have been turned over. Now, somebody on there, on the news, said, there's a law against that. So that's another law he broke. Department of Justice could have had Trump arrested for a multitude, a conglomerate, a super duper hoopy doopy conglomeration of freaking shit, and had him sitting in jail right now. Wow, they were working out all the other bigger shit that he did. Right? They could probably arrest him for a parking ticket. He probably doesn't drive, but arrest him for some stupid shit and hold him in jail forever. Because why? How can they do that? That's not fair. That's not right. It's illegal. No, it's not. He's a flight risk. Man, make me in charge of that Department of Justice, and I'll tell you what, the shit will fly. I'll arrest every one of them motherfuckers for crossing the street. Jaywalking. Go to jail. You're a flight risk. You ain't getting out of jail. Make the bail so high, and let the judge figure it out. But all you got to do is tell the judge you're a flight risk. They're a flight risk, and I don't care if this judge is sucking Trump's dick. He's not going to risk his reputation by letting Trump walk. Oh, so freaking. Pam Keith is an Esquire. She said, consider the possibility that when Russia hacked the RNC, it obtained absolute proof that the GOP has been cheating elections for years. When Manafort comes into the picture, Russia decides to use this data in two ways. One, to get their guy into the White House, and two, to blackmail and show this tweet and control the rest of the GOP. Now consider the 180 GOP flip on Russia and how it can seem to shake DFG. DFG? I don't know how she did that in any way. I don't know. I am not saying I have proof of all this. I am simply saying that the circumstantial evidence makes this fact pattern not only plausible, but quite likely. This lady's got a head on her shoulder. Jack Shadow says, you're a lawyer. You have to have clear, well-organized evidence. I agree that it's worth looking into to see if Russia has been interfering in U.S. elections and changing the outcome of elections. However, we need clear evidence. No, you don't need any of that shit. I'm telling you why. Because Trump lost and everybody else on the ballot won. So, if you want to say it was fixed, everybody else lost too. Everybody else lost. Why not? You can't have everybody else win and Trump lose. Not on a ballot. I don't know. There you go. This guy's got a good one. John Ailes. John Ailes. A swarthy, sinister, yet likable villain tweets or a endorseless payment is... Oh, get the hell out of here. Okay, here's what he says. Maybe start each day by looking in the mirror, taking a deep breath, and asking yourself, am I in a cult? No, I'm not. Okay, if January 6th was, this is Aaron Parnas. I didn't even get into national news yet. If January 6th was a legitimate political discourse, then why are insurrectionists being promised potential pardons? Excellent question. See, this is what I mean. These people are freaking dumb. Here, let's get even worse here. Not worse. Like I said, Fox News, if it's news, is fairly decent. But the minute you put politics in, it's over. 10 Cuban migrants rescued from sinking vessel off of Florida coast. Okay. This is, oh, nah. It came from the Associated Press and Fox News is doing it. A Coast Guard boat spotted the vessel Thursday about 40 miles off Key Largo, the Coast Guard said in a tweet. They said in a tweet. And this is how we're getting our news nowadays. They didn't have life jackets or safety equipment, Captain Sean Koch, commanding officer of Air Station Miami. If the air crew hadn't found them on the patrol, these people would have not survived the night. Since migrants were repatriated to Cuba and 4 others were evacuated to Florida for medical treatment, the Coast Guard said. So they sent them back home. That's what they're doing on the southern border. So I don't know what Jim Shorts Jordan has anything to bitch about. There are not thousands and thousands crossing that border. Hell, you got more Mexicans in Chicago than you do in Arizona. I was there. You crazy sons of bitches. Man. I ran out of time out of this. Facebook's new nightmare is suddenly coming true. This is from Forbes 2 days ago. Hey, I had a great time, man. I hope you did too. So far, so good, man. I'm doing all right here. Hey, have a good day. I'm going to say goodbye to these people so they can listen to the Max Mix show. And then ladies after that. So let's say goodbye. Goodbye. And say goodbye to you, too. Hey, man, you have a good day. Don't catch that Rona, okay? So be careful. Be careful. Yep. Be safe.
Gonna screw
Be
it up.